And moving forward, I wanted to touch upon other events such as the Russo-Ukrainian War and how we could have took entrepreneurial advantages in order to uh, kind of handle this situation. So, okay, I'll start it off. So, speaking about Avi Schiffman again, he recently released kind of another website where in that website you can basically um, give your house for free. Like you can house Ukrainian soldiers for free, and uh, they kind of can find your house and they can live in your house for free. So he created this software in order to take advantage of the Russo-Ukrainian war, and of course it's non-monetized. It's just to help people, and I really agree with these nonprofits. Honestly, the nonprofits are amazing. Uh, what do you think about this idea that he proposed, Ivan?
I mean, yeah, nonprofits are great. Um, as for the Russo-Ukrainian war, there are definitely a lot of opportunities out there, whether it is nonprofit or monetary. Can you elaborate a little bit on this service? Housing Ukrainian soldiers.
Yeah.
Were was it? What did a lot of people use it? Like, how well did it scale?
No, I don't know if as many people used that as the COVID website. I actually don't know how many people used it. I think there is going to be a video soon. The website was on his Twitter basically, and uh, it was. I don't know how many people used it. All I know is about the website. Um, I guess we're gonna play the website down below. So, yeah, the website video.
Okay.
But I think so. Continuing with the Russo-Ukrainian, uh, war. There is a lot of funding that happened. I know many people tried funding the Ukrainian war, um, or sorry, the Ukrainian army. Well, I know U.S. of course gave weapons and money and proposed factions to Russia. I think that's what it was called. But except for that, like there were people who fundraised money in order to help them, and I think those were the main entrepreneurial invention ideas that I saw during this event. Did you notice anything else? Yeah, so I guess moving forward, there were some other events, of course. I feel like with every news event, you can always take advantage, even if it's temporary. I I just wanted to point out a little bit. Uh, there were cryptocurrencies before, and this is more of a smarter investment initially. There were cryptocurrencies before, so there's like a Squid Game crypto or what was it?
Squid Coin, the one that
Squid
I
Coin.
actually made uh, made profits off of.
Yeah. So could you elaborate, like, why did it go up, and how can we tell in the future whether like these coins would go up and down and all of this other stuff?
Well, Squid Coin is an altcoin, hence it's extremely risky to invest in it because it had no legitimate backing. It had no legitimate source. The reason why it exploded in popularity is because of the new show released by Netflix, the Squid Game, and a lot of people believe that Squid Coin was backed by Netflix, and it wasn't. It was backed by anonymous, like a bunch of anonymous people
Hmm.
seeking to make profit with the coin.
Hmm.
And what happened was the more that people invested, they when they hit a critical spot, there was um, there was a code in like the coin or whatever that prevented people from selling once it hits that critical like points, and people like the coin just kept rising and people couldn't sell and people were panicking.
Hmm.
Like this one man in Shanghai invested like 28,000 into the coin, his
Hmm.
entire life
Oh.
savings. And what the creators of the Squid Coin did at the end was, pull out with millions and millions of dollars. And this is very typical in the crypto realm. It's called a rug pull. And yeah, it's just it's a big, massive scam in the end.
No, I can tell. Imagine rug pulling from your own from your own creation. Like it's gonna like collapse afterward.
Yeah, I have experience with rug pull with Big Cloud, another like cryptocurrency, like social media type thing.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, crypto is way down right now. Did you see? I don't know. It's crazy because I remember we went to an event not too long ago, Founders Village, where there were quite a few founders who started their own decentralized companies or whatever. The only problem is I don't know who's gonna use these decentralized companies if crypto's gonna, go to waste. Um,
It's decentralization. It doesn't involve like crypto is part of decentralization. It uses the concept of decentralization, but yeah, crypto is its own separate thing. Decentralization overall, I believe, is a great thing. It's just the way that people misuse it
mm.
for the way that people misuse decentralization for their own greed, for
Wait, so can
profits.
you explain like how it's good and everything?
Decentralization, I mean, it basically encourages it gives freedom, right? Because
Mm.
like a lot of these companies like Facebook, Google, they have all of your information stored in their databases, and it's
Mm.
managed by like this centralized organization that you may or may not trust.
Mm.
But decentralization, it basically removes that trust issue.
Mm.
So because the information is decentralized, meaning you own the information, not the company or whatever. You own it, and you're a part of the blockchain, of course.
Mm.
And yeah, it's just great, but it's sad to see that a lot of people misused it with cryptocurrencies and NFTs.
Yeah. So speaking about NFTs, like, did you see like, are the NFTs collapsing now?
NFTs are collapsing harder than crypto.
Yeah, it's going bad. It's crazy. I think I read like a few articles like why is this happening, and I think one of the main reasons is because people think it's like a crypto winter, but I think it's even worse than that. I think I don't know. Sooner than later, I think like it may just like tumble very bottom to the very bottom.
Honestly, yeah, during the during this pandemic, it's just very unfortunate to see things like this, right?
Mm.
Like NFTs are an example of or not market, like media manipulation.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because during the pandemic, people were desperate to make money. A lot of people wanted to make money, and the media kind of manipulated people into rising it. It's called hype, right?
Oh yeah.
And the more hype something gets, the more potential profits, you know, the more that people know about it. And for NFTs, the media kind of portrayed it as a great way to make money, a great investment, like uh, get rich fast type of scheme.
No, a
And
really
it's
good
really
comparison
unfortunate.
for this. Baseball
Yeah,
cards. Remember back then, like baseball cards, no, I know, and like Pokemon cards, whatever, baseball cards, etc. Like
yeah.
people
They
collected
weren't.
baseball cards, right? And then they like were valued more, valued less, right, etc., based on media perception. Exact same thing. But the only problem is you don't even have it physical now. Now it's all on
Mm,
the computer. So
yeah,
it's
it's all on the
crazy.
blockchain,
Yeah,
and you
agreeing
don't
with your
really
media.
truly own it.
Yeah. Yeah, all about the media on
You just
certification.
have it there to like flex, but you don't really truly own it.
Yeah.